Hey, Robert Davis back here with you. Um, After a little break, what I wanted to do today was pick up where we left off on the light keyword project for filtering a database table. And I want to extend it into, instead of hard coded strings, I want to extend it into collecting that from a T-edit and using it in the filter string, and then also reporting on the results with Fast Report 6. Uh, it's a great report writer, editor, and so let's just jump in and see where we're at. This is the main form. Got a main menu. We can see that there. Um, we've got an ADO connection for our database, an ADO table from the database, and then a data source for connecting the data aware components to the table. We also have FRX report, which we'll use here in a few minutes. And for that report, we've created an FRX DB data set. And here's the edit that we're going to use for creating the filter string. And then we've got these buttons: exact, like, contains, clear filter. And that's all that does. It clears the filter and gets you ready in the edit. So let's go ahead and run this and see how it works. So you see, this is the database table. It's the main database from the genealogy program that I've been working on for my sister. And you can see we've got the last name, and then we have the family name, which is stored in the database table also. And so you can see we have all that stuff in a DB grid here. DB Navigator's ready to go. You can, go back and forth, go to the beginning, go to the end, create a new one, a new record, delete a record, edit a record, save, throw out your edits up to that point, and a database refresh. So let's go ahead and see what this does. I'm going to put in a family name of Davis. And in this case, we're going to look for the exact. So we press the exact button, and you see Davis is the only family name. And you can see a lot of last names from marriages. So what happens when we use Davis as a like/contains? Let's see. And here you go. We've got Davis, and then we have Davis-McEwen. And that's all you're going to see. But we have these -McEwens in the database table. And let's take a quick look at the report by family name, which is going to be Davis. And you see we've got them all here. And last names of people who have married into the family. Okay, we'll close that. Now, let's clear the filter. It sets us back up in the edit box. And I'm going to try something else with, you see, exact does nothing. it filters out everything. But like contains, watch this, just a 2-character string, and there we get these results. They all have the substring LE in the family name. And we'll show you the report. There you go. They're all there. These are people who have married into the family. Okay, we'll close that. Now, here's another cute little trick. You can just put in dash and use the like contains button. Click on that. And here you see the hyphenated names are listed, regardless of what they are. Let's clear that filter, and we'll put in a new record, and we'll say I didn't mean to do that. We'll say Trit, and we'll give him a family name of Trit dash Ortega. Oh. The main table first name cannot contain a no value because the required property of this field is set to true. Enter a value in this field. Well, I don't even have the first name in the database, so let's just refer. No, that won't do it. Let's delete our edits, and that goes back to normal. We'll clear the filter in case there was anything left there. I would have to include first name and whatever required fields. I'm sorry that I left that out, but it would have made it real big. So anyway, let's try BL, like contains, Seablum and Mobley. And how do we report? There we go, Seablum and Mobley. So it's a great way to use this such that you don't have to program the filter into the report document at all. You just program it in Delphi, and you use an edit variable, and that's what you get. Let's try LL. And there you go. And I happen to know a name here. Oh, I spelled that wrong. I still spelled it wrong. Let me just use now. Oh, it's Lide, not Lede. It's Lide. And so anything with an L shows up, you see. And then the report is filtered automatically by Delphi and your code. And there you have it. Just a little simple report to show you the results of the DB grid. So we'll close that. And let's look at the code behind. This is a little interesting. We're going to go to the exact button. And here you have it. On the button click, the ADO table filter is set to family equals whatever is in the edit one text. And then you set the table filter to true, filtered to true. So, and then you have this button to click. This is where the like keyword comes into the filter. The ADO table filter is set to family like, and then you have to do this quoted string thing and use wildcard strings. This means any character. This character, this one, and this means any character. So any character preceding or succeeding whatever's in the trimmed edit one text. We can put trim in here too. That's probably a good idea. It's always a good idea to trim your fields. There we go. Well, let's just see if that works for us. My bet is it will. So we'll put in DAVIS space exact, and the trim works fine. So that's how you can set the filter for a table in your database application without having to program it into the report also. Whatever the table filter is, if it's active, you get those results in the report. Here you'll see a slew of Davises. Yeah, a bunch. And then some that are married into the family. So that's how you can do that. A little more about the code behind on the by family name click on the menu. You just call FRX report 1 dot show report and true as the parameter. That's just what you do. And then in another thing, let's look at this real quick. You see these names are unsorted. When I click on the title, it sorts them all. Family name's not going to make any difference. So this would just be the natural order. But last name, because they're different, gets sorted alphabetically ascending. So that's what you could do. Let's see. PAR. One of my favorite nieces, Joyce Partridge. And when you just have the one record, that's what you get in your report. So that's how you can do that and make your application real nice. This is the, when you click on the title of the DB grid column, you set it to ADO table 1 index field names equals or is assigned to column field name. And this is just our file close. We close the connection, which closes everything related to the database. And then we give it the application terminate. And this is the form show. Don't do it on create because you'll get an access violation. Use the form show. It's real fast anyway. And set it ADO connection 1 open and ADO table 1 open. And a data source just does whatever it's supposed to do once they're open. So there you have it. Nice little way to filter your database table without programming it, hard coding it into the filter string, into the report itself. You can always do that. That's your option, but you don't want them to conflict. So my suggestion is use Delphi, not the filter string on the report. and you'll always be where you want to be. So I sure thank you for sticking with me through all this. And, if you like it, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you will. And whatever comments or questions you have, put in the comment section below. And we'll see you next time. Again, this is Robert Davis, and thanks for being here. Bye.